Valencia. Sare para mí. Hey, hello Greg from Arizona. Hey, hello Greg from Arizona. This is my first live stream event. So I'm kind of seeing how do I work around this. I'm sure this is the worst way possible to do a live stream. But yeah, this is my first time. And I'm just trying to get used to this. In fact, if I didn't see, if I didn't have this iPad, I would not have a chance to look at who's commenting below. So Greg, you're from Arizona. How do you come across this channel? Let's see if Greg replies. Anyway, the purpose of this live stream event is just to share with you what's the, basically just to get to know each other, just to have a little, how do I say it, to have a little closer contact with the people that are watching my videos, right? So yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. If you have any questions, I just love to know them so I can have an idea of what's on your mind. It's very important for me to get to know the persons, even if you at the end decide to not come to Panama, not move to Panama. It is something that it's important to me. I need to know. I'm very interested in visiting Boquete. I really appreciate your channel and content. Thank you very much, Greg. I try to put a lot of time into this. It's kind of hard because at the end of the day, I'm not a YouTuber. I'm an architect. I do this to connect with people. So kind of balancing those day-to-day life with and day-to-day jobs and work with YouTube, it's quite demanding. Especially if you combine those with commitments like family and you know, all those stuff. So Greg, I really appreciate you watching this live stream event. I I do have questions for you if you would like to reply to me, or basically I just want to know what's on your mind about Panama, about Boquete, about here. Remember, I'm also an architect, so I would love to answer um, all questions about architecture and construction, especially because most of my or yeah, most view videos are about Boquete, not so much about architecture, but at the end, you need a place to live. So questions about real estate, architecture, construction, those I can answer as well. I bought plane tickets about 6 months ago. I wanted to come then, but COVID got in the way. Yeah, I know. Uh, where are you at right now? Well, you are in Arizona. You're from wait, you're from Arizona. I don't know what's your change. What are your minds? What are your thoughts? What's in your mind? But COVID has really changed stuff. Uh, a lot of people are buying houses, existing houses, and I was talking to a real estate agent a few weeks ago, and I like to know this stuff. I'm an architect, but I would like to transition into a real estate investor and a real estate developer. So I was talking to him like, hey, what's going on? How do you feel the market? How's the market behaving? And he said, well, it's been a rough ride, not so much of difficulties that come along the way, but it's a huge demand. There's a huge demand for houses right now, for existing houses, and if this keep going on, I'll have to. Well, it's not like I have to. He worked for a company. He said we'll have to. Uh, we'll have to. We'll be out of a stock, and we'll have to just start to show land because we'll run out of existing houses. So if you're thinking about buying existing houses, this is the time. It's better to buy a little bit extra, to pay a little bit extra, to not be able to find anything that you like later. And that's for the people that are thinking about buying a house. Um, I have services for those people as well. It's not like, yeah, it's not like I'm an architect and I'm trying to convince you to design and build. If you like to, if you don't like to build, and you just want a fast solution to your real estate problems, get a house. It's fine. I live in a house that I didn't build. I live in an existing house. So basically, Greg, this is our conversation, just the two of us. Because I don't know if you see, there's there's another person watching the live stream. It's me. Probably doing a live stream event with just 2,000 subs wasn't a great idea. But still, I wanted to celebrate this moment. Oh, we have 3 people. So I wanted to celebrate this event, this landmark benchmark. So that's why I did this. I'm gonna do this for the next hour. So yeah. Have COVID's restrictions relaxed any? I have to use my flight credit before January. I see. Well, to answer the question about COVID restrictions, yes, they have. It's at this point, I don't know why the health institution have this restriction, because this is just absurd. To answer the question, um, it's right now we just have how do you say it? Curfew from 1 a.m. to 4 a.m., which is totally nonsense. This video is been, this live stream is in September 10th. So this happened this week, like on Tuesday. Yeah, something like that. Announcements were all on Tuesday. So yeah, in fact, half. I don't know what's your position against vaccines, but you know everything will lose down when there's a majority of vaccinations. Right now, half of Panama is vaccinated. So uh, it does show that it does. Sorry, I got my notifications on, just distracting me. Um, it just shows that there's positive uh, results because of vaccination. In fact, I saw in during the year there are a few festivals in the country that are big and important for businesses, for economy in general. And I saw a headline saying that the president was thinking about reopening these festivals. One of those is in Boquete, the Boquete Fair of Flowers and Coffee. And yeah, that's the latest news. Uh, we used to have like restrictions by area. Everything is lifted now. You can grab your car and drive wherever you want. And what other restrictions we had? Well, everything was kind of blocked. Like there were like 6 blocks. Block 1 was things that could not close. Block 2 were things that needed to be reopened as soon as there was some positive approach or results from the virus, that being flattened the curve or vaccination or whatever. And those 2 were open, like I think until block 4 or 5 was open a little bit. I think the latest was at the beginning of this year. But block 6 means like discotheques, bar, pubs, all those. But they have managed a way just to open with restrictions for hourly restrictions. But everything is moving a little bit slowly. And yeah, I think that's it. Glad that I'm answering your questions, Greg. I'm seeing that more people are joining this live stream event. We'll be here until 6:30. So again, if you have any questions, let me know. So Greg, what are your thoughts on this feels like such a funny conversation between Greg and I. What are your thoughts on Panama? Are you still planning to move here, or you just block the idea? Let me know, because basically, again, if you have every question, just let me know, because I'll make content about this, about everything that you asked me for. Okay, you want to possibly relocate in Panama. Okay, I don't know, because it is a straight line with a lot of, hey Charlotte, nice to meet you. I love New York. Been there 2 times, awesome architecture, just Manhattan, but still, I'd love to go there. I'd love to be on I would love to go to like places like the Niagara Falls. Is it better to buy versus rent? That's a good question. Um, why I say it's a good question? I'll give you a little context. inside Boquete, I moved 3 times. I used to live in Panama City for 20 years. And in Panama City, I moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. 6 times. And I've lived in houses, and I've lived in apartments, I've lived in the city, I've lived in the countryside. And there are benefits in both. Me and my fiance plan to move there in 2 years. Be right back, Charlotte. I'm just answering Greg's question. So, to be honest, I evaluate buying versus rent when I evaluate my expenses, right? What is cheaper, to buy or to rent? What do I mean by what is cheaper? I have to get a loan if I want to buy. If I'm buying a loan, how much do I have to put up front? Plus, how big will be my monthly fees to the bank, my mortgage payments versus the rent? So if you don't mind about that, it's okay. There are some people that are not ready to make that commitment of buying. So they would like to rent for a while and then decide to buy. There are some people that also make this decision because they just want to explore more options about Boquete and about Panama. So it is very relative about what's best, buying or renting. Another question that I get a lot is what's better, buying or build from scratch, or buying an existing house and then remodel it to adjust to your needs. And that is a topic that will probably have about like 4 videos, because if you think about it, there are many implications, and there are different areas of that question. That's the cost, the economic, the cost basically of buying versus building. If you're buying, you're definitely paying more than what the house costs to build. That's fact. If you're buying an existing house that is less than 20 years, I think, which is a tax advantage, you pay no tax on that property. You have no property tax until 20 years of the existence of that property. Obviously, that's extended more if you build a house from scratch. So if you buy a house that's been existing for 10 years, you just have 10 years left. And again, there are some other implications, like what's better, to buy with the corporation, to buy with a foundation. It's just a big topic. I would always say, hey, what's the least expensive option? The least expensive option will be built, but build could take some time. What's your time frame? If you're not moving here in a month, if you're moving here and you just have 1 month, you'll have to buy. There's no room for other option. But if you say, okay, I wanna build, I have 4 to 5 months. Build is an appealing idea, but I'm not sure. Yeah, build is an option. Remember that building will always be custom to you. Custom to you. Build will mean custom to your needs and your family needs, custom to your budget, custom to any wish list that you want. And yeah, that's the thing. If you're buying existing, you're just approaching to what you just can see, not what's in the full spectrum of what you can get. Okay, so I'm Greg, I hope that I answer your question. Probably I give you more questions just to think about, but this is the process of answering questions from the deep of your soul, deep of your mind, and just go over them. I never rush anybody. I know you're an architect. Are you also a builder? I am. This, to give you a little context and history, I opened my business. Thank you, Charlotte. I opened my business on 2018, December 2018. So I worked 2019, And to be honest, it was a great year. I cannot complain about that. But just as I was getting a little traction, COVID came, chopped everybody's head. Everybody wasn't doing anything. So at the end of 2019, I got some projects going on, and this year has been crazy. But because a lot of people that watch my channel and would like to request my services, um, are thinking about buying an existing house. They buy an existing house and they adjust it to their needs. So I've been working on four remodeling projects this year so far. Tiny, like real tiny. Well, not, there's one that's just less than 200 feet, and there's other ones that's just 500 square feet. So it's not big, but there is some jobs. There's some work to do. But yeah, I'm also a builder. I don't post as much as building than as any other topic because building is slow, so I have to film everything. And it takes some time. It takes some time. But yeah, I also build. To give this channel a little traction, I'll try to put daily content, very short content in a format of shorts, just like 1 minute video, just for us just for me to show you what's going on, right? In fact, I just posted a short yesterday. Please check that out. But yeah, I'm also a builder. So let me go back to the questions. Are you gonna help me find a house when I get down there? I need some high-speed internet, potable hot water, power backup generator, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and a guest house. Well, Lauren, first of all, nice to meet you. I would love to do that, and I can, but on this specific way. Why do I say this? I'm not a real estate broker. I'm an architect. But as an architect, I can help you. And this is the offer that this is the service that I offer to people that want to buy a house. It's called house inspections. In fact, in the last 2 months, that's been my most requested service. And it looks like it's not going to stop. So I'm preparing for that. Basically, there are people that are not even here, but they are interested on moving here, and they've seen property online, but they are still on their country of origin. So I go there and do an inspection. It's a full inspection, full house. Basically, we got a licensed electrician, a licensed plumber, and me as architect / builder to go and check everything. And the idea of this is for you to have a better understanding of the property that pictures don't show, or I've seen, it's not very common, but I've seen people that Photoshop pictures online. So we just get through all that and actually show you the real house. I prepare a document. It depends on the length of the document, depends on the size of the house and how many rooms it has. But basically, I give you an idea on what's the house, if there's anything good, if there's anything bad, and if there's anything like outstanding, like really good about the house. And I cannot say I've found anything or everything. I could say that I found interesting stuff in both ends of the spectrum, good and bad. I saw one house that was sinking, literally sinking, and I put that on the report. And I saw another house that was unique, like truly unique, something that I've just found there. And I've been into pretty expensive houses, and that house wasn't there. Am I able to recommend realtors? I know most of the realtors around town. What's your average fee for house inspections? Give me 1 second and I'll get to that point. Uh, so about realtors. Am I able to recommend realtors? I I know most of them. I get along with them. I have no issues with them. Um, and that also makes it difficult for me to recommend because I could not have a preference over one. If I could say like everything is bad or everything is good, it's difficult to make a recommendation because it's really it comes up to two things. Number one, um, the properties they have. For example, I know a company of real estate that they just focus on natural type of properties like beach properties, canyon properties. Very interesting, in fact. Uh, they are named Root Root Real Estate Panama. Very interesting. I could say that they have niched that sector, and there are other people that work even in different areas, not just Boquete. They work in the beach area, and they work in Panama City as well. For example, one of those it's um, there's a company here called Inside Panama and Casa Solution. They do that. There are a bunch of other realtors around that focus on properties close here. But I get along with them, with everybody, pretty well. And yeah, I could just probably a lawyer. You need a team to move here. You need an architect. You need a realtor. You need a lawyer. So probably your lawyer could look for you and make sure that everybody's doing what you want, like not doing any funny business or anything. That'll be my advice. And yeah, I would just say that. So going back to the comments here. What's my average fee for house inspections? Okay, I do inspections for lots and for existing property. So for existing property, I charge based on square meters or square foot. The same thing. It's just you just need to convert it. But what I do is that I charge $2.40 per square meter. Uh, to give you that in feet, square feet. Whoops, give me 1 second. Calculator. I don't have that number in my head because usually, sometimes properties are listed in square meters, so it's like down, right? So on square feet is 22 cents the square feet. That's the fee. And I forgot. At the end, I'll give you a report. Well, I did mention that. It's a full document that the length will depend um, on the size of the property. But it will show everything. What's included on that, just to talk a little bit about it, it's obviously to inspect. If you have if the house has the plans, it's even better. So I could check if there's anything off or the real size of the house. Usually it is the real size, but you never know. So roof inspections, walls inspections, ceiling inspections. um, what else? What else? What else? I'm looking myself here and I get distracted. Roof inspections, ceiling inspections, floor inspections, finishes inspections. Under finishes, obviously windows, doors, tiles, paint, um, structural inspections, and this is something that I need to clarify always. If the house has a hidden problem, uh, that, for example, was done during construction, there's no way for me to inspect that. I can show you, I can take a look on what's visible, but I have no X-ray vision to tell you if something, for example, if the rebar in the column was properly done. Um, that's not very common. Those type of mistakes are not very common. But yeah, sometimes, for example, if I have cracks, I've inspected houses with cracks, and there are cracks that are because of earthquakes, and it's not doesn't mean that the house is gonna fall apart. But there are other cracks that are like structural cracks, like that's a real issue. And yeah, you kind of can tell of the difference of both. At the same time, it gives you an idea on if you have to do a repair, how much would be the repair. And yeah, I mean, it's not a finding an issue doesn't mean that you should back off the property at your interest if you find a solution. So yeah. By the way, you can check the house that was sinking on my YouTube channel. There is a video of that house. Originally, the person called me because he saw some cracks on the ceiling. But then as I was walking, I mean, the ceiling cracks were nothing. But as I was walking, I saw a huge crack from one side of the house to the other side of the house. I was like, what is this? And there was a basement, and I got under the basement. You need to check that video. It's not that long ago. It's not posted that long ago. Got our tickets. We will be seeing you around Christmas. If you're around, I am around. I spend my Christmas in David or here. I have family in David. Most of my family is from David. Yeah. Yeah. And again, I do lot inspections as well. And those are different because obviously it's different because there's an existing house in one type of inspection and there's nothing in the other one. But the facts that you have to evaluate are even of a bigger importance. Because when you have an existing house, the person that did the house or the architect that designed the house already checked everything that I'm about to check on the lot inspection. I had an income call. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of the we're here and loving your country. New Rex on pension. Okay. Pensionado visa really fast. 3 minutes at immigration and we were both walked out of our temp visas. Well, I need to connect my I'm live streaming through my cell phone and I realize it's not plugged. Wait. This is so bad that I just can have a laugh at it. Zero professionalism here. But again, not a YouTuber, not a live streamer, so I'm having not really a good idea on how to do those stuff. By the way, I have 10 people here now. Great. I want to tell you that in the description of every link, in the description of every video, there's a Google Docs link. Please help me fill out that Google Docs form. It's just to know what's in your mind. In fact, I'll read some questions that I have there for you to have an idea on that. I need some water. Wait. How do I get this? Okay, Drive, Google Drive, Google Drive, Google Drive, Google Drive. Okay, I found it. I found it. Arquitectura Axioma Google Docs form. Thank you, because thanks to you, we hit the 1,000 again subscribers. I meant. Again, thanks for all your support, time, and love. As you saw in the video, I want to support you or help you in whatever way I can. But in order for that to happen, I need a little info from you. So please fill this form in order for me to understand you, my audience, a little better. This might seem like a little annoying to some people, but remember, it will be for your own benefit. I also want you to realize that we don't ask for your name, so feel free to ask any questions. Questions about you. What's your country of origin? What city or state are you currently living in? What's your age? How many people are currently living with you? What's your job? What's your plan when you move to Panama? And those are the questions about you. Relocation questions. What car would you like to drive if you relocate to Panama? Status, brand, type. Status, brand, and type. Example, use Toyota pickup truck, which is the one I have. I don't know why I asked that question. Really doesn't relate to anything regarding architecture or Boquete or... Where's your plan A, location-wise, to move to Panama? City, beach, or mountain? What's your plan B? Same options. Name a city or town besides Boquete that you are interested. How did you find Panama and Boquete? What websites you use to find info about Panama and Boquete? How much you know about Boquete? Nothing. Looks good, but I need more info. Love everything about you. Love everything about it. And yeah, option 4. I need to edit this. What is the #1 reason of discomfort that makes you think to relocate? Politics, economic, tired of the same routine, or there is no discomfort. And at the same time, there's another option that says other. If you answer other, please describe. So I'm finishing. I'm getting close to the end. If you're not sure about Panama, what information will make you feel comfortable to take the next step? What's your biggest fear about relocation? I don't know if the person that are watching this video have thought about this, but anyways, please feel free to answer this form. It's in every video except the latest ones, the short videos. Questions about real estate. This section is about real estate. As an architect, I'm in the construction business, but also in the real estate industry. So in order to give you an effective solution or information, I would like to know your thoughts a little better on this topic. In the Boquete district, what areas would you like to live? Alto Boquete, Bajo Boquete, or downtown Boquete as people call it. Caldera, Palmira, Los Naranjos, or Jaramillo. I live currently in Alto Boquete. I lived in Baja Boquete or downtown Boquete, and I love Alto Boquete. It's just me. How will your property surroundings be? You want a gated community? You want to live in Main Street? You want a typical neighborhood? Or you want to be away from everybody? What's the perfect size of your dream house? 1,000 to 1,500 square feet, 1,500 to 2,000 square feet, 2,000 to 2,500 square feet, and so on. So it's every 500 square feet I give you an option. Describe your custom house, and then I give you bunch of options, like 1 level, 2 levels, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, studio, home office, open kitchen, living, dining room, big patio, small patio, pool, fire pit, you name it. What extras not mentioned above would you like to have in your house? What style of house would you like to live in? Spanish traditional house, traditional mountain house, modern mountain house, modern contemporary style of house, classic European style architecture, or name other. To be honest, I just hate traditional Spanish architecture. It's not like I don't hate it, but you kind of see that everywhere. So I know that's what people like, but as an architect, I try to be creative and try to see different stuff, right? So no offense to anybody. What are you planning to do regarding real estate? Buy land with an existing house, buy an existing house and remodel it, buy land and build my custom dream house, or live in an apartment. Next question is, why do you like that option? But still, what's your budget to buy an existing house? 80,000 to 100,000, 100,000 to 125, 125 to 150, 150 to 175. Every $25,000, I give you an option until you hit 300,000, and then I put just plus 300,000. Oops, what happened? The screen just got dark. The screen just got really dark. Again, first time doing live stream, so I don't know if this is normal or what. Wait, that was a question about what's your budget to buy an existing house? Now, to buy an existing land, I give you 40,000 to 50,000, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, all the way up to 100,000, and then I put plus 100,000. What's your budget to buy your what's your budget to build your custom dream house? 80 to 100, 100 to 125, you know, same dynamic. From 0 to 10, how would you rate yourself analyzing real estate? Remember, I want to give you all info I possibly can. By the way, I want to make a public announcement. I'm planning to put a series of videos called Where to Move in Boquete, and I will go by sector. Boquete is a district, so I'll go by each sector of Boquete, like showing you everything and giving you insights on how's the road, how's the neighbor, how's the climate like, what's close to you, what plus is in the area, if there's a lot of vegetation, if there's a lot of views, if it's hot, because believe it or not, it's hot. It's hot in some areas of Boquete. Boquete is not always cold. And just to give you that vibe, that feel, that insight, because I know that real estate websites could not, it's not like could not, I would like to rephrase that. Don't always post all the information possible, as it could be very difficult to make a decision based on what's online. So again, from 0 to 10, how would you rate yourself analyzing real estate? Not a real estate, not a Not to get too deep into real estate, but I want to know that part. And rate from 0 to 10, what's your experience on building a custom house? There are a lot of people here that told me, yeah, I built before. I'm a retired engineer. I'm a retired architect. I like to build my house. I like just for you to code the plans so I could build a house that I want. I can do that, service, sir. Don't worry. So yeah. So please go to each video that you can find online on my channel and look for this Google Docs link. It's in the first, like after the first paragraph, or that's the very first thing that's posted on each video. Bloop. Okay. We are here now and loving your country. Okay, I already read that. Theories Rami. I've seen you commenting on my channel. Hey, thank you for all your attention, your support. Saara Ho. Joe, sorry. I know that's the word doesn't have a good meaning. But in Spanish is what I just said. Oh. Sorry. So embarrassing. We're planning to build an off-grid of 1,500 square feet block concrete home on a hillside with ocean view. Any idea of a good location? Idea of cost to build? Hola, mi amigo! Mike! How are you, man? Nice seeing you. Well, not seeing you, but talking to you. Hey, text me on WhatsApp. I'd like to know how's your house going on and everything about it. But later, because I'm doing this, so notifications will show up, and yeah. So we're looking to build a 1,500 square feet block concrete home on a hillside. That's very specific. I like that. That narrows everything. So most houses here are built with block and concrete. Very rarely you see any other building materials, just to clear that up. And it's because that's the strongest material available. If you have to consider a ton of factors here. Humidity levels here in this country are like to the roof. Some places have some seismic activities, some earthquakes areas. So the Code of Panama is not coded by each area that has earthquake area, just build that, and humid areas, just build this. No, it's one code for the entire country. So you're kind of covering everything. So most houses are built with concrete because concrete is the equivalent of an artificial stone. And what's better to hold all those problems or situations than a rock, right? So if you're asking me about home on a hillside with ocean view, any good location, that could mean many places. It could mean Boquete, could mean Potrerillos. Whoops, dark, screen got dark again. Could mean Potrerillos, could mean Boquete, could mean any other places. If you're going off grid, you are possibly, I'm not sure if this is your idea, but you can possibly go to a remote place and have options there. Obviously, remote construction have other challenges, so I cannot tell you like, hey, what's the cost to build? I always tell people that to give in an accurate estimate, we need to take a look on the plans. When you don't have plans, what I can give you is the cost per square meter, or per square foot, which is $1,000 per square meter or $90 per square foot. That's what I can tell you with no problems that you can get a house for. And a lot of people still ask me like, yeah, I want with American style house, American standard house, and that's a safe number. I mean, you can go lower, you can go a little bit up, but you for sure you're having a house with those numbers. I mean, it's not even a question. The question is how big you want the house to be. So, for example, this person wants a 1,000 square feet, 1,500 square feet house. That means that it will be a probably $160,000, and that's it. Now, off-grid means that you have to invest a little more into convenience stuff that's not included on the basic price of $1,000 per square meter, because going off-grid is pretty specific. But for example, solar panels could be a little higher. About dwells and storage, water storage, it's not too much. I wouldn't mind about that. And about off-grid, what else? Well, off-grid means out of the grid, so water and electricity. If there's any other off-grid topic, if there's any other off-grid feature, we can feel free to ask me the question. But that's the basics of off-grid. There are other people that say, yeah, I want my house to be built with earth materials, like I want my clay house, I want, those questions. And that depends even more on things that are on the site. Charlotte asked a question that I'm wondering myself. Is there a law that requires you to only have a red ceramic roofing? The answer is no, but it looks like. I just see that everywhere. And it's like, it's not like, I need to chill a little bit because it looks like I have something against Spanish house. But it's the most popular. It's the most popular thing because it's just everywhere. And there is no law for that, but a lot of people just have that in the back of their house, in the back of their minds. The problem with Spanish style houses is that they work on Spain. They don't work here. And that's a big issue because Spain's weather is very different than Panama's weather and literally any other weather. To give you an idea, your roof will start to grow vines because inside the clay tiles you have minerals that obviously have seeds or whatever nutrients that were in the clay, and eventually a plant will grow there. I'm sure that they don't have plants growing in their roofs in Spain. I'm just sure about that. In Spain, it doesn't rain, just not even half. Once I was in Spain, and all over the news there was news about a huge rain that was coming, and I was like, oh, I didn't brought my umbrella. That rain is not even compared to the lightest rain that we get here. So I was just laughing at it because I could walk under the rain and nothing happened. And in here, not such a good idea. Anyway, ventilating myself again. There are options for that because again, when you have a clay tile roof, you're facing maintenance and occasional roof tile replacement. So there's a metal version for that that looks like clay tiles. It's just a metal sheet that's pressed and has that mold of clay. And there's an option of plastic roof that resembles clay. There is a video of a house with those roof. Please check my video of installing grass installation. That house has plastic roof tiles, and it doesn't really look like that house is a Spanish look, but the roof is plastic. Do you like container homes? And have you seen one in Jaramillo? It's so awesome. I'm typing blind, so sorry for any typos. Don't worry. I have people approach me with that question about container houses a lot. And because it's a unconventional type of construction, some people don't go that way. Something that's curious for them, but they don't fully push the button towards that direction, and they change their minds. But I'm looking forward for the person. I'll say that again. I'm looking forward for the person that contacts me and say, hey, I want to do a container house. I'm just in love with containers, so we could work together. I really am. And yeah, I just wanna know where's that person, so I could just help him design and build a container house. And by the way, I've seen a few. In fact, if you come to Boquete and you decide to go, because we're famous here for strawberries, if you decide to go and buy some strawberries close to the entrance of Boquete downtown, there's I think it's a commercial store called Container Box, I think. It's yellow, it's on the right, it's as you go up, Volcancito area, and you'll see there. It looks very nice. In fact, a friend of mine designed it. His name is Andres, super nice guy. And yeah, so going back with the questions, or not questions, with the comment section. We live in Phoenix, Arizona, and replace our roof with metal. Expensive, but very happy with it. What roofing material would you recommend? I forgot to mention, but as all elements, as also as the type of roofs that I mentioned, there's people have started to install asphalt shingles here. It's easier. It's way easier to build a roof, a clay tile roof. You basically have to do a very basic and cheap roof. Then you have to put a coat of I don't remember. It's a kind of a asphalt product. Then you have to place the tile on top. So 6:22. I'll leave in 8 minutes. Which one? And to answer your question, which one I do recommend? I like to describe myself as the tool the client can use to find their desires, to find their dream house. If they want clay tiles, hey, let's go. If they want plastic tiles, hey, let's go. What I will say is that I don't like maintenance. So I would like to go with the most durable option. And that's it. Therese, please go to my Pinterest account. I have a board with container houses. And please check that up and let me know which options you like. Tar paper. What's tar paper? I don't know what's tar paper. Well, guys, we have 5 minutes left. When we have 3 minutes left, I'll just start to wrap up. But please, if you have any questions, let me know. If you watch any of my videos, that's how you call it. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Mike. What is the Great Hills like to build an area less than half hour away from the beach? Well, Boquete, I'm right now an hour away from the beach. Half hour away from the beach will not get a cool weather. There are a few places for sure that are half hour away. But at that point, okay, the beach areas here are four. The closest beach is called La Barqueta. It's exactly an hour away from Boquete. The second closest beach is Orconcitos, which is Boca Chica and Boca Brava. Boca Chica is kind of the coast. Boca Brava is an island, and there are many islands around. It's just beautiful. It looks like Mexico, like Cancun type of tropical architecture, tropical place. In fact, let me show you a picture here. Whoops. Well, the other one is called Las Lajas. And the other one is in Puerto Armuelles. Okay, so take a look at this. Tell me that's not pretty. Obviously, this is not going to be your backyard, but you have, like, you're 15 minutes away from this if you build in Orconcitos. This is just tourism. This island is named, I don't know if you can see it here. Here it says Isla Bolaños, Boca Chica. I might go there. You know what? I'm gonna tell my girlfriend, hey, let's do a video there. It's called the Gulf of Chiriquí. So if you type that, oh wait, there's a video of that. I don't know whose video is this, but look for this video. I'm gonna watch this video and then I'm gonna go there as well. I've never been to Bolaño. I've been to other islands in this Gulf. So besides that, we have La Barqueta, Orconcitos, where Boca Chica and Boca Brava is, and where you could get close to this area. You have Las Lajas, which is 45 minutes away. And then you have from David, and then you have Puerto Armuelles. Give me 1 second, I'll be back. One second later, I'm back. So going back to El Valle was cool, but roads are a challenge and 1 hour away from beach. One of the best things about Boquete, which is a mountain area, is that it doesn't have a mountain road. When you get there, obviously there are mountain roads that are like super curvy and uphill and downhill. That's it, like a roller coaster. But to go here, to come here, it's just one flat slope, and that's it. So it's way easier. In fact, it has a highway. It has not a highway, not like the interstate, but like 2 lanes and 2 lanes. And yeah. There is. Nice seeing you. Thank you for being here. Sarah, nice seeing you. I'll wrap up this video, this live stream event, to tell you that I'm even happier of this event that I thought that I would be. I literally thought that because I did very little advertisement on this. I thought like there would be just one person like me, and it would be like offline, and then another person will come back. But this dynamic that I've had, it's been great. I think that in fact, if there will be more people, I'll have troubles to catch up on all questions. This has been more intimate. This has been more close. I've been able to pay closer attention to your questions, and it's remember that I'm here to give you all the information and all the help that I can. If it's not using architecture, it's through my experience as a Boquete resident, and yeah, just that. So thank you all for coming. If you have more questions, or you're seeing this video later, please put in the comment sections below. My contact information is at the corner of the screen in each video that I post. So please feel free to email me. Some people text me on WhatsApp directly. If you go to my website, my WhatsApp is there. We don't use text messages so much. We use WhatsApp, and yeah, you can reach me there. You can reach me there. Thank you. I don't want to say goodbye. It's weird. Thank you, but I need to have dinner. I'm traveling to Panama City tomorrow. See you soon. Take care. And if you're here in Boquete one day, hey, let's grab a cup of coffee and have a real nice conversation. Take care. See you next time. And remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel, the #1 YouTube channel to help people move here to Boquete. See you next time. Take care. Bye-bye. I'm back. I don't know how to close this. Let's see, how do I close this? Are you sure you want to end this live stream? I am. See you. Take care. Bye-bye.